Hello everyone, in this video I will do a breakdown of the raid mechanics for the Sleeping Daoist boss in Hero's Realm. This boss is currently the main Hero's Realm challenge until we unlock level 66, which will probably be happening with the next level breakthrough. This is one of the easiest raid bosses so far, and I will do a separate video for Murong Yuan in the upcoming days. For all the attacks and mechanics that I am about to show, keep in mind that they are all called out in game by their name whenever the boss is using them. One of his most basic attacks is when you see white wind flashing around his brush weapon as he prepares to attack. He will do 2 AoE swings with the brush, one towards his left and one towards his right. You can either tank this attack or try to parry it to reduce his chi bar faster. Next, one of his more dangerous attacks is called Fart. Yes, you heard that correctly, this boss literally farts all over the place. This attack starts when you see the donkey drop to the ground and then he gets into position to fart behind him. You have to make sure you don't stand behind the donkey when this happens, because you will take damage and get transformed into a donkey. Also, when this attack is over, there will be several areas on the ground with poop. Be careful not to step in them or you will take damage. One other attack he does is called Vine Prison. This is a channeling type of attack that marks 3 random players and after a few seconds will trap them in a vine prison. The players that get marked need to move away from the rest of the players, because if more players stand in the area of the attack, they will get trapped. After the marked players are trapped, all other players have to go and destroy the vine prisons as quickly as possible, because the trapped players will take damage over time and you essentially lose DPS if you leave them trapped longer. Another attack is the Donkey Transformation Array. This starts by spawning a channeling orange circle on the player that currently has aggro of the boss, and after a few seconds the boss will dash to the location and spawn a large circle full of wind and magic on the ground. This circle will linger on the ground until the next time he uses this attack, so essentially there will always be one Donkey Transformation Array on the ground. The targeted player has to run towards the edge of the arena and make it spawn the circle there, making sure to dodge the attack at the last second, then move the boss back to the middle. For the most part you want to avoid stepping into this circle, because if you get transformed into a donkey you can't deal damage anymore and you are a danger to the other players. This circle also has a crucial advantage for another boss mechanic. This mechanic is called Levitation Curse. This is a dangerous attack as it can one-shot players if you don't play the mechanic correctly. He will pick 3 random players and float them into the air for several seconds. After the duration has ended, those players will fall to the ground. What you want to do here is have 3 other players step into the donkey transforming circle that we talked about earlier in order to transform, and then go into the small area below the players that are floating in the air and just sit there so that you catch them when they drop. There are 3 possible outcomes here. If a donkey player catches a falling player, everything is perfect. If nobody catches a falling player, that player will die. And if a player which is not a donkey tries to catch a falling player, both players will die. For this reason, you want to be careful and avoid transforming too early into a donkey and keep an eye on the donkey transformation buff, so that you are still a donkey when you catch a falling player. Another attack is called Charging Donkeys. He will summon 2 portals and donkeys will come out of them running into a straight line towards the opposite side of the portal. Simply avoid the charging donkeys to not take damage. Another attack, one of the more dangerous ones, is called Stampede of Donkeys. He will jump to the middle of the arena and transform everyone into donkeys. After that, he will summon 2 portals at random locations and donkeys will come out of them running in a straight line to the opposite side of the arena. Every player in the team has to run along the donkeys into the same direction, otherwise they will take damage. Simply pick the closest portal to you and then join the pack of donkeys that are running, and make sure to keep pressing the forward button to run along with them until the duration of the attack is finished. Don't stop running when you reach the border of the arena, just keep pressing forward. He will perform this attack 2 times in a row, so you should be ready in the middle of the arena each time before the portals spawn, so that you can join the pack of donkeys quickly. Another of his attacks is called Summon Dream Donkey. He will summon a small pack of 4 donkeys that you have to kill quickly or you risk getting wiped. All players in the team have to kill the donkeys as quickly as possible when they are summoned. His last type of attack and the most dangerous one is called Illusion Donkey. He will jump in the air and levitate in the middle of the arena, and he will summon 2 packs of 6 donkeys each on different sides of the arena. At the same time, he will constantly launch projectile attacks at all players in the party. You can either parry these attacks at any time or just tank them as they don't deal too much damage. At the end of the attack, which is marked by the charging red bar below the attack name, he will slam into the ground and deal damage to the entire team according to how many donkeys were left alive at the end. If you kill all donkeys, he will deal about 25% health damage to everyone, which is nothing to worry about, but if you leave too many donkeys alive, you might get wiped. Everyone should rush to kill all the donkeys as fast as possible, and then spend the rest of the time parrying his projectiles to avoid taking more damage. One last important thing to keep in mind for this fight is that whenever you are transformed into a donkey, you will automatically unleash a fart every couple of seconds, similarly to the fart attack that the boss does. Make sure that no other player is behind you at that time, because if you fart on other players, they will also get transformed into donkeys. You can see how much time you have left at the donkey transformation by checking the debuff above your health bar. That would be it for this video. I hope this helps you beat the Sleeping Daoist raid boss much easier. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.